Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the Papa Joe Show, where Papa Joe knows I am your host, Papa Joe, and I really do appreciate you all being here today. It's been a eventful morning for me so far. I am back-to-back meetings every single Wednesday. It is insane how busy it is. Anyways, hope you all are doing really well today. It has been a crazy past couple hours, I guess you could say. Sorry if you hear the kids screaming, they're just outside being kids, having fun. We have a sloped hill and they're riding big wheels down the hill, so it's actually pretty fun that they're doing that. So, anyways, fun times for them for sure. So, today we're going to take a look at some new features in Polygon. We're also going to take a look at the recent news around Ronin, which is the company / network behind Axie Infinity, and some things that are going on with them as well. And I want to clear some things up, some stuff that I've been kind of paying attention to under the covers, behind the scenes kind of thing that a lot of people aren't really talking about, and they're actually positive. So we'll take a look at that here as well and shortly. But first things first, if you don't mind, do me a favor. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Help me grow the channel out. If you guys are regulars, guys and gals, if you are regulars, share it out on your socials. Even grab the link right now because it's a live stream. Maybe get some folks in here if they want to subscribe and whatnot. And as you get towards the end of the video, if it makes sense, if you like the content in the video, go ahead and smash those likes. Really do appreciate that. It helps other algorithms to find people who want to see this stuff. So, anyways, as my regulars know, and a lot of you are part of my Patreon, and I really do appreciate that. There is a 4:30 Eastern time, PM, 4:30 Eastern show, Patreon show. Grab that link, go sign up. It's $5 a month. It's not a whole lot. The whole idea is to make it nothing really, because I want to have a platform where I can have an unfiltered conversation with you all about lots of different things. And I've talked about the hunger disease, the cookies that they tried to jab on everybody and make sure that everyone ate one. And then the whole face diaper stuff. We've talked about that. We've talked about stuff going on in Ukraine, Russia. By the way, all of a sudden that disappeared with whole Will Smith crap. I saw that. I was like, forget this. I'm not going to waste my time looking at this. That's everything anyone's talking about anymore. That just disappeared. What happened in Russia and Ukraine? What happened? Yeah, no. Anyways, we're gonna take a look at some interesting stuff with us today here as well. So, in my Patreon, I do get to talk about some things, and I try to do interviews there. Yesterday, I had Rice Crypto, Rice TVX, excuse me. I had Litecoin Leader and Davy Daddy on a show. You can check that out. We're going to be talking about shitcoin and what we're going to be doing there in Bitcoin 2022 and all the actual other crazy stuff that's going on in that space. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting around that conference. So, anyways, with that, let's go ahead and jump through the chat here. By the way, if you are watching live, there's a live chat rolling, and that is on YouTube. We have a conversation throughout the show. I love bringing people in. They have stuff they want to say and things that make sense for the show. Also, it's a lovely time, usually a great conversation amongst the folks that are there. So definitely enjoy it for sure. All right, we got Tom. I have the hiccups. Sorry. What's going on, brother? Good morning. How are you doing today? It is a beautiful day for sure. What's going on, Clint Westwood? How are you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Bitcoin Bull, what's going on? How's the knee, Tom? Tom, what did you do? What'd you do? Let's see. Hi, Bitcoin Bull. Still a little sore. Next time I'll walk the extra yards rather than taking the stairwell in my heavy suitcase. What'd you do? Did you hurt yourself, dude? You quit doing that. Bitcoin Bull. I love this. This is a conversation. Y'all enjoy this. You're a young, healthy guy. Recover quickly recover. Oh my goodness, you guys are fantastic. Love it. Good morning, Steven. How are you doing, my friends? Good to see you. Not imaginative. What's up? Good morning. Manny, what's going on, brother? How are you doing? It's good to see you. Good morning, Lithia. How are you? It's good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Eva, howdy. How's it going? Good afternoon. Good evening. Who else do we got here? Kim, good morning. How are you? Good to see you. Appreciate you very much. Like pressed. Thank you, Manny. Y'all smash those likes if it makes sense for the show. A lot of other people get in here and see this, I think, amazing content. Anyways. Oh, I'm just kidding around here. All right, cool. Let's take a look at today's charts, shall we? We've got Bitcoin ticking down a little bit currently. Looks like it's had a wild couple of. It looks like it's consolidating. We'll see what it does. Been up and down at 48, 40, 47, 48, 47. We'll see what happens with it, right? We got Dow. It's also down, but it's like they jump the gun, right? They try to create that gap so that way it looks like it's running. It's hilarious to see that. Same with the Nasdaq. No, it's not manipulated at all, And the S&P 500, it didn't have a gap, but it's a little bit of a different animal altogether. You've got gold recovering nicely, silver also recovering nicely as well. What's Divi doing? Divi's kind of having some fun today as well. What else do we got down here? Matic's having some fun. Looks like it's doing good. Now, something I'm going to pull up here, I forgot to pull up. We're going to take a look at Axie Infinity. Now, those of you who know what's going on with Axie Infinity is the actual Axie coin. And you know what? The price hasn't dropped. A lot of that could be because they had to lock everything to where no one could spend or do anything, and that's fine. But that's okay. I'm going to pull this back up in just a minute, but we're going to first take a look at here. Of course, good old CNN Business is going to spin this in a very nasty way, and this is what I want you guys to see this real quick because I'm going to shed some light on some things here. Hackers steal over $600 million from the video game Axie Infinity's Ronin network. Okay, the Ronin network is not Axie Infinity. It's not the actual Axie coin. Okay, the actual Axie coin is safe. It is locked. It hasn't been touched. All right, just so you all understand this. There's a lot of people freaking out that yesterday the Axie was touched. Axie was not touched. They stole Ethereum and USDC. Okay, they didn't touch Axie. So get this. The latest crypto hack has targeted a gaming-focused blockchain network supports the popular video game Axie Infinity. Hackers have made off with $625 million worth of Ethereum and USDC, the two cryptocurrencies, in one of the largest crypto hacks of all time. The hackers breached the Ronin network, not Axie Infinity, the Ronin network, which is made up of 9 validators. And the way that works to actually do anything, you have to get 5 of the validators to actually do stuff. They were able to get the keys and whatnot for that. Yada, yada, yada. There's a whole write-up on what actually happened. They know what happened, right? Anyways, so let's see here. The Ronin network, an independent and Ethereum-compatible blockchain developed by Axie Infinity, publisher Sky Mavis. So Sky Mavis is the actual publisher of the network. Okay. The Axie Infinity co-founder Jeff Zerlin discussed the hack on stage during a keynote address at the NFT LA conference. We realize the Ronin network has been exploited for 173,000 Ethereum and around $25 million in USDC. Sterling said under a screen with the words "State of the NFT Union." Where we are today is what's next. USDC is so-called stablecoin. I love it how they say that. I love it. So-called. Anyways, idiots. Whose value is pegged to the US dollar. It's one of the biggest hacks in history, he had added, while vowing to continue building. In other words, they're not done. They're not phased by this. We believe in a future of the internet that's open and owned by the users. Very, very cool. So you guys remember Poly Network, the decentralized finance network? It was hacked for $600 million last year. The hacker gave it all back. Okay. John Reese Stark, a former chief of Security Exchange Commission officer, Office of Internet Enforcement, told CNN latest hack, It is a sobering reminder of how vulnerable Web3 marketplaces are to cyber attacks. While that is true, they are going to take every opportunity they can to make sure that you don't touch it, to make sure you don't want anything to do with it, blah, 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 blah. Web3 refers to the idea of decentralized internet powered by the blockchain, the technology that underpins various cryptocurrencies, including, but not, and the most important, whatever, Litecoin and Bitcoin, those big boys out there, right? So they're living here and kind of saying that the whole marketplace is fraught with chaos and lawlessness and blah blah blah, right? Axie Infinity is a successful Web3 game in which players NFT digital pets called Axies. Let's explain what this is. You guys know what this is, right? Okay, let's see here. What was going on down here? Yeah. So, good old CNN is trying to spin it nasty, right? Gotta love it. Let's take a look at Gizmodo. Never read this one before, but this is interesting. Hacker steals $625 million Ronin network, largest hack ever, and y'all can't see that. Over here and do this. There we go. So, hacker stole this, except from the video game, etc., etc., etc. According to disclosure from the Ronin network on Thursday, the hackers believed it would be the largest theft in cryptocurrency history. It was very interesting. It just happened on March 3rd, but it wasn't discovered until Tuesday. According to an explanation posted online by Ronin Network, the hackers made off with, well, we already covered this, right? The hacker's crypto wallet, which is available to view on Etherscan, so it's right here. This is the cool part about blockchain technology, people. This is the other thing you got to realize, is that it's not 100% private. It is open. Well, that's probably being hammered right now because this address has been reported to involved in a hack targeted in the Ronin bridge. And it has. It's interesting. Pending. It's not doing anything. They locked it. Very interesting. There's small amounts. Let's see what's the total in here. So this is the Ethereum. They were able to get, it looked like maybe one Ethereum moved. That's crazy. That's it. So it's been locked. It's been stopped. It doesn't move. It hasn't moved. You look at here, Ethereum. They haven't even, maybe a grand total of one. Trying to use small amounts, it looks like. It's very interesting. As far as the USDC is concerned, I don't know where that's at right now. Anyways, shows that most of the funds haven't moved since they were extracted from the Ronin network, but there's evidence the hackers trying to move small, tiny amounts of crypto in several transactions, perhaps a way to figure out what avenue might be safe for extracting the wealth. Ronin's explained this in a Substack post that the hackers were able to gain control of 5 of the 9 validator nodes, as I mentioned before. Okay, so Sky Mavis Ronin chain currently consists of 9 validator nodes. This is why you want to completely and fully decentralize your stuff. Don't limit yourself to a specific amount. You need a ton of them. In order to recognize a deposit event or a withdrawal event, 5 out of the 9 validator signatures are needed. The attacker managed to gain control over Sky Mavis's 4 Ronin validators and a third-party validator run by Axie DAO. The validator key schema is set up to be decentralized so that it limits the attack vector. Similar to this one, but the attacker found a backdoor through our gas-free RPC node, which they abused to get a signature for the Axie DAO validator. All right, so very interesting. Axie Infinity as a whole, the game, the Axie coins are not touched. They are fine. Okay, as of now. Right? They've changed things, they've locked things, they've fixed things, they've made it so that way they can't be, etc. It's very interesting. The Axies, as they're called, the cheapest one is $80, and the most expensive one ever sold was $820,000 for one Axie. So people do play this, and they really do make money doing this stuff. It's interesting to see. Roughly 35% of Axie Infinity's traffic last year was from the Philippines, where because of the lockdowns and whatnot, they were able to actually make money playing this game. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So people, let's see, AFP recently, I guess I don't know what that is, reported on a man in the Philippines who makes between $150 and $200 per month, which is huge for them in their economy, which is a lot for them in their economy. But half of his monthly salary is a content moderator. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so to put it in perspective, what was stolen was the Ethereum and the USDC that basically was the liquidity pool that provided value to the entire ecosystem. Okay? Now, the actual Axie Infinity itself has not been touched to that I know of that anyone's reported. Okay? Now, I want to point this out as well, which is really, really cool about this entire thing. All right? Not only did Ronin, Sky, whatever they are, who are they? I had it. I don't remember now. Sky something. I am really bad with remembering these stupid names. I'll forget it. Anyways, so what's really, really cool about this whole thing is that not only has the community come around this entire thing and stopped everything, some of the cryptos seem to have gone to Binance. Some of the cryptos seem to have gone to couple other exchanges, public exchanges, right? Now, the Binance team, FTX, I think was another one. I don't remember what the other ones are. They recognized this and stopped it in its tracks, basically making it so that it's impossible for the hacker to be able to move the money. Okay. Now that this has taken place, this is interesting about these hacks, right? They can be traced because they're not it is publicly visible. So if you see the money go into a wallet, well, you can find that wallet and figure out where the money goes, kind of stuff, right? It's a very, very unique, very, very interesting situation. It's very different from other stuff, right? The coolest part about this, though, is that Axie price hasn't dropped because the community recognizes that they are doing what's appropriate for the community. They have stated many, many times, and I'm going to show you right now. Now, they have their Twitter going, they have a Discord going with updates, live updates of what's going on. Binance hopped on, like the CEO of Binance hopped in. The CEO of FTX hopped in. All these other exchanges hopped in, like, hey, we're on board, we're going to help you, we're going to make sure this doesn't go anywhere. They're not going to let anything happen. They're not going to let anything happen. Looking through here. This is the chat. I haven't been talking about this, sorry. What's going on, Bitcoin country? It's good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. You've been out on a lamb. Well, hopefully you've been resting. Joanna, you're here too. Great. Appreciate you being here. Yes, the game is huge. Lots of money have been made, and lots of money will continue to be made because what's going on is I'm going to get into that in a second. It's really, really cool stuff. Let's see here. Bitcoin country. Did you sign up for Crypto Confidential under PAPAJO? Get an affiliate link, and you sign up. So yeah, there is an affiliate link for Crypto Confidential. By the way, thank you for reminding me, Joanna. If you want to sign up, it does help the channel out. Use that link. It is worth the investment. It is a yearly subscription, all that fun stuff. So I would really appreciate it. Thank you for bringing that up, Joanna. Appreciate you. All right. What's really, really cool about this? Look here. They're very open about what they're doing. Update. Been an intense 36 hours. Been working with Sky Mavis. That's what it's called. Board and key cybersecurity personnel to get a complete overview of the situation. Our internal network is currently going through a deep forensics review or audit to ensure there is no lingering threat. And y'all, I don't see that. Sorry about that. This is a social engineering attack combined with human error from December 2021. So they've been working on this since the end of last year. Sky Mavis tech is solid, and we will be adding several new validators to the Ronin network shortly to further decentralize the network. Fantastic. I hope that there are more than just several. I hope there's a lot more. I would like to see that from an infrastructure standpoint, being an infrastructure guy. We are committed to ensuring that all the drained funds are recovered or reimbursed. And we are continuing conversations with our stakeholders to determine the best course of action. That is huge. And that, I think, is why Axie's price hasn't dropped. I really think that that's what's going on with that. It is hang on. Kids just came inside screaming. We'll make sure they're not hurt. Hang on. All right. So here we go. Anyways, let's see here. So they're actually going to do everything in their power to make sure that the money is recovered or reimbursed. So that is huge. I think that's why Axie's price hasn't dropped, because there's a lot of Axie locked up in like staking in the validators and stuff like that, but they can't withdraw it, right? Because they locked everything, so no one could touch it, right? But they also set it up so that way there are other avenues to be able to obtain Axie and to sell Axie and stuff like that, and it hasn't really moved, which is a sign to me with this news hitting even like freaking CNN. It is actually a really, really, really interesting type of game. It's a really, really interesting type of an environment, and that these people are serious about what they're doing. So either way, the money is going to go back into the liquidity, and everything will be back to normal. Either way, as the gentleman here says, I'm very proud of how my teammates have handled the situation so far, focusing on what we can solve and dealing with the problems one at a time. Excuse me. Also, very grateful for all the positive vibes in the Axie Infinity community. We will rise to the occasion, more to follow. Now, they have been updating this. This has been fantastic. Other projects don't really do that too much. I haven't seen that. They have, but, excuse me, I haven't seen that very often. I'm going to follow this guy. I thought I was following him already. He's co-founder and COO of Axie Infinity, okay? And Sky Mavis. So, CNN, shut up. Okay? They're doing the right thing. They're taking care of their customers. Yes, it was hacked. Yes, it was a problem, and they're resolving that problem. Here's the deal. When this stuff goes on and when stuff happens, it only makes everything better going forward for this environment. Yes, it's been difficult to deal with. Now, what's really, really cool is that the community in this space, they haven't freaked out and dumped Axie. It's actually been up. Bitcoin Bull, exactly. Thank you. The past 24 hours has been up 2.2%. Up. Okay. That's what I'm going to show you here. It dipped down, I think, to 62. Let's see. Yeah, it dipped down. Yeah, just 62, 63, somewhere in that ballpark. All right. That's not a bad thing from a pricing standpoint. Now, it is down on the year from its high of 160. So just to put it into perspective, it is a game. People do make money with this. Like, it is a play to earn game, and it does pay. I mean, it does pay. So just realize that there are things that are going to come into play, that they're going to adjust some things, and that's fine. And that you're not going to be able to move anything, which is just to keep it safe for everybody, just to make sure that there was no exploits on the actual Axie coin, which is what they're trying to protect. And they're doing a really good job at it from what I understand. So props to the Ronin network, props to Sky Mavis for doing their jobs and doing accordingly. And for this particular tweet right here, we are committed to ensure that all the drained funds are recovered or reimbursed. In other words, they are going to take care of the network. They're going to take care of everything that's happening. All right. That isn't a joke. That will most likely propel the price of that sucker forward higher. Because in the event of a problem, they took care of their customers. They took care of the network. They took care of the people using the platform. And that's a big deal to me. Shifting gears here, Polygon announces a new ZK-proof based identity solution. Basically, Polygon ID will help users pass your customer verification without revealing sensitive information. So everyone who goes through and they do a KYC stuff, which is stupid. Shouldn't even matter anyways. Shouldn't have to do that anyways. For everyone who does that, you usually end up having to pass your photo ID, your driver's license, your passport, whatever it is you're going to do that, a bill with your address, and your social. Well, Polygon is setting up a way to where you can actually lock that sensitive information into effectively a isolated piece inside of the blockchain, probably some sort of NFT, potentially, because Polygon is one of the first NFT related platforms that I ever remember seeing. I remember seeing their wallet with the NFT thing in there. I'm like, what is this NFT crap? And then all of a sudden, NFT blew up everywhere. So it's very interesting. I'll just talk about the key takeaways here. I won't drain the whole thing here, but the key takeaways are: Polygon's reveal it is working on a new zero knowledge proof based identity solution. Now, I can tell you right now that there are enterprises globally that would use that for their identity management system. A zero knowledge proof based identity solution. If you don't need to know who the person is, but yet authenticate the person, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Polygon, that is huge. Polygon ID lets users prove their identity on chain instead of by submitting sensitive documents such as passports or driver's licenses. Polygon's new identity solution will be open sourced and allow blockchain protocols to develop their own custom use cases. And again, one more reason why I absolutely love the Polygon network. This is not a joke. This is a big deal. In my opinion, it's going to be huge for many, many, many reasons. Like I said, enterprises use all kinds of identity based or identity solutions or identity access management stuff, right? This is very, 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 very cool to see this. All right, this is really cool to see this coming down the pipe. I'm excited about that. The more developments that end up taking place within the Polygon ecosystem has been just amazing. They're doing amazing things. They're actually solving real world problems. One of the biggest reasons I really like the Polygon environment. Anyways, folks, I'm gonna have to cut it there today. I do need to jump over and hop into a meeting. It's been fun. It's been real. All that fun stuff. I should have a show at 4:30 this afternoon. I'll let you know if that changes. But as of right now, that is the plan. You all have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you at 4:30. Join the Patreon if you haven't. It's on the bottom screen, a link to the channel. It's definitely a fun conversation. Y'all be blessed.